So what inspired you today to come to the Apollo House and do this?
It's kind of, in a way, it was just like a way to greet the amount of goodwill that's flooded in the last few days. There's been a lot of positivity. There's been some detractors too. And in a way, it was just to sort of show that, you know, a lot of the musicians were like, well, can I come and do something? Can I get involved? And it's like, well, you know what, let's have a few songs at lunch on Tuesday, and we'll buzz down and we'll say hello to people and connect. And, you know, because there's a slight disconnect. A lot of this is happening on social media, and it's kind of important to put a face on things and to actually to have the people sort of stand and shake a few hands and sort of say hello, thank you for being here. It's also, you know, it's also an opportunity for us to keep up the dialogue. This thing is, we're all learning as we go, you know, and there's a huge amount of goodwill and there's a lot of learning going on for us.
What do you say to the receivers who are trying to actively seek to get them out with immediate effect?
Well, what I'd say is that, like, okay, so this has been an illegal act, but if you're, you know, it's illegal to, say, for instance, cross a busy road. It's illegal to stand in the middle of a highway. But if someone is lying, bleeding, and dying in the middle of that highway, you're just going to go in the middle of it. Yeah. And you're just going to do what you can, and the traffic's just going to have to deal with that. And you're risking. There's a risk in this. There's a risk for all of us. So, you know, yes, it's still illegal, but it becomes a slightly grey area.
How big is their risk compared to the risk that the homeless people have?
That's a question for them.
Yeah.
So what can we do? What more can we do to help the homeless crisis in Ireland?
The government,
Yeah.
Peter McVerry, Simon Community, St Vincent de Paul. There's 11. There's many more, actually. There's many more. We're one of many who've just stepped in. This is this is a civil act. This is an intervention. They shouldn't have to exist. But they all exist, and they're all looking, you know, they're all operating and they're doing incredible work all over this country, but they're operating at a real strain, and so they're operating on donations most of the time, and I guess this was born out of a concern, born out of a pain in the heart and anger, to be honest, because we're looking around and we're seeing the numbers go up, we're seeing the amount of charities rising, we're seeing the numbers of people on the street rising. What's going on? What's going on? We've got people without houses. We've got houses without people, and if that keeps growing the way it's growing, you'll have more people without houses, more houses without people. Where does that end? Yeah. And so this is really a stopgap. It's not necessarily the answer. Of course, it's not the answer. Peter McVerry is right, but it's a conversation, and it's the start of a conversation. And it's bloody cold in Dublin right now, and this is about getting people warm and getting them safe and giving them a room. So this is an intervention. This is born of the heart. It's not born of politics. This is not and of course it's political in the fact that there is an outcome, but this is born of the heart. That's all it is.
Great, thank you, Glen, so
I'm
much.
not the only spokesperson for this, by the way.
Oh, we know.
Home Sweet Home is a lot of people.
I know, we can't just talk to the rest of them now. We're going to see what they can say. Thank you so much, Glen, for coming to Goss.
Thank you.